All right, welcome everyone to another episode of BizzTalk Africa. I'm your host, Jason Schuster from BizzTalk. I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Vidya Mike. Vidya, hi, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Are you calling in from Florida today, or
I
where are you
am.
today?
I am indeed. I'm calling in from Florida.
Excellent, excellent, wonderful. And we have an awesome guest with us today. I'd like to quickly introduce him, and I'm gonna say his name correctly. I promise. Oluwasegun, who is called. Did I say that right? Close enough. He goes, but
You tried.
It's Lami. It's Lami. You probably know him as Lami.
I'm glad to be here. Awesome
Excellent.
initiative.
And he's actually here representing his company, Bought Me Cash. Is that right? And our topic today that we're going to discuss.
Yes, you're very.
It's very specific to Nigeria, but it's increasing adoption of crypto. So really exciting today. I think that you're the perfect guest to talk about this. So let's get started. Could you go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background?
Awesome. So Lami is a Nigerian. My father is a Yoruba man. He used to work in Briscoe, and that's where I got my engineering technology. My father is a motor mechanic, like a real motor mechanic. He got exposed to engineering very early, so I tapped that from. She did everything, a businesswoman. She did clothing, she did fashion, she did catering, she did now she's doing health. She's a health worker in America. So I'm from that background where you just have to get it. We were not handed anything. We started from zero, and thank God where we are today. I went to Lerato Nursery and Primary School. Nigerians will know that school. Then Eduland. My primary schools were many, from one school to the other, because we had this not very stable financial status coming up. So it was always moving from one place to another. But those things really strengthened me. But real quick, I went to a Catholic secondary school, St. Francis Catholic Secondary School. I learned so much about religion. I learned so much about team bonding, and went to University of Lagos, did chemistry there. I got lucky to work at the Lagos State House of Assembly as the SA to the House Committee Chairman of Infrastructure. So I learned a lot about structural building. Then I became the brand executive of a 24 hours music and lifestyle channel in Nigeria called Nigezie. It's actually the first 24 hours music and lifestyle channel in Nigeria. We have a lot of them. Nigeria is doing well in entertainment. Shout out to Burna Boy, Whiskey, and Davido.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then after that, I brand managed the channel. It was very awesome. I had relationships with almost all the A-list celebrities, from Davido to Whiskey to P Square. To everybody. I was able to write stories about people. I could use my pen to make you a star just by watching your life. I can coin stories around you and brand you. That's another skill that I learned from TV broadcasting and branding. Then I moved to the presidency in 2015. I think in 2014, I was nominated as Entertainment Personality of the Year in New York City by Nigerian Entertainment Awards. I didn't win. Another top celebrity Nigerian won, but I already won because I got nominated. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do things around entertainment any longer. I want to do something more. I got lucky. I worked with the ex-president of Nigeria, President Goodluck Jonathan, as the communication strategist for the Presidential Jobs Board, headed by the then vice president, who was the Namadi Sambo, and Tony Elumelu was the VP of that PPP arrangement, which was a private-public partnership. Tony Elumelu is the chairman of Hess Holdings. They own United Bank of Africa, one of the biggest banks in Africa. And Josephine Washima was the SA to Mr. President on job creation. So I was reporting directly to her as the communication strategist. So on that level, at the presidential level, I work with a lot of MDAs, a lot of government agencies, and my head really, really open, and international organizations too. And it was about job creation, job creation, job creation. And anything about job creation have to do with human capacity development, have to do with financing, have to do with opportunity, skill acquisition. And that's where all of this, my knowledge came from. And real quick, in 2016, I was in New York, cold winter. I took some days of classes, Kickstarter classes, code Kickstarter classes at the NYC, John Street, I can remember, in Manhattan.
Nice.
Yeah, New York Code and Design Academy. I mean, a few days in the class, I already knew what I was going to do, because when I was living in New York City in 2016, 2017, early, it was very difficult to send money back home. So I used to have a lot of thousands of dollars because my visa was on a clean slate. You know, I was a clean Nigerian. I had clean visas, so I could do money transaction, you know, as somebody who came from Nigeria just on holiday and all that. So people trusted me, and they were giving me money to send back home. A lot of undocumented
Okay, don't say this. Don't say this. We don't want to hear this.
and then also, this story is so interesting. So sometimes I have a pack load of $20,000, $35,000. I'm at Western Union. I go to MoneyGram. Sometimes I have to drive to the city because I used to live in Westchester, BX, the Bronx. So I have to take a train to the city to go and send $5,000 or $10,000. Western Union recognized me so much. Sometimes they don't like money leaving the US. They don't want the dollar to the US. So they stop me from sending money. And I'm like, okay, I'm already in the coding school. I understand cross-border remittance. So this is a huge problem for Africans. Like, you give money to somebody and the person wants to send money back home. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 days. And that was how I wrote a proposal to UBA. And we did business with UBA. We built the diaspora banking application for United Bank of Africa. So much they said properly. We even built another bank front end recently. So in the pandemic, I was looking for a license to launch my own fintech company. It was going to cost me 2 billion paid up capital shares to launch, to have an international money transfer operator license. I don't have 2 billion naira. That's about $2 million in assets. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? I have Bitcoin. There's blockchain technology. So we started doing this research. I'm like, since I already have the experience building bank products, let's build our own bank on blockchain. Voila. I brought my team together, 12 of us, and we started as 3, a few other people joined us from the bank and everything, because blockchain ideas are always very exciting. People just come and say, oh, we want to be a part of it. It was so interesting. We launched Cash, and today I'm very proud. We're still very humble. Cash has confidently done over $9 million US worth of transaction on OTC, P2P, and even on our exchange. A lot of over the counter transaction, a lot of P2P transactions. And when CBN threw the love letter at us on the 5th of February and say banks and payment processing companies should stop doing business with the crypto exchange platforms, I mean, we knew peer-to-peer was going to be the solution. Anyway, we are here now. I am now a bank CEO. From an entertainment background, I braid my hair. Bitcoin, blockchain gives me freedom.
Wow.
Amazing. Wow. That is amazing.
That is amazing. That's a crazy story, from entertainment to blockchain to bank CEO. What a cool story, Lami. So, Vidi, I see your gears turning. I know you have questions that you want to ask. So, fire away. I should have warned you, Lami. Vidi will grill you. She's always got good questions.
Let's do it.
Questions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So talk about the other company. Chain analysis or what does that do? Can you hear me?
Chain analysis.
Yes.
Yeah, chain analysis, I think it's a foreign company. They do things around blockchain security infrastructure. That's what I think they do. They help companies, they help organizations, they help governments around blockchain security, anti-money laundering.
And you know what? I mean, so like Jason has this in his write-up that Nigeria is the 6th country with the highest crypto adoption globally.
You're just getting started. It's an understatement. Very soon we're going to be number one. It's not even six. I think maybe because of this current CBN ban, and maybe because the adoption in El Salvador, people think Nigeria is still at the back. No, we're going to be number one very soon. Inflation in our country is very high. I say inflation is about 30%. We are very close to Venezuela, but then CBN will tell you it's 18.
So this is really interesting, right?
You say
Because
what?
where you are placed right now as a young bank in this space, it's very interesting. So I mean, like, let's take your trajectory of how you're there. What I like about what crypto has done, it's level the playing field. It's actually made people who from an entertainment background or whatever, you're now the CEO of a bank. But I think better than that, you actually understood what the diaspora is going through, what people who have left Africa still have their connections back to Africa, what they're going through in order to be able to get money back to Africa. Because when people leave their country, and I'm one of them, I left Trinidad and Tobago. When you leave your country, you are going to try and utilize your skills to be able to make life better for your family and your friends, etc. And you do have a need to be able to remit money because families make sacrifices for one person to leave to go to somewhere else.
That's right.
So when you sort of discuss about you having, people giving you money to transfer, now they're still giving you money to transfer, but they're using your platform. So let's say people in New York now, what do they do to be able to use your platform to transfer money? How does it work? So walk us through a use case.
Okay, so it's very easy, right? You just sign up to Bot Me Cash. All you need to do is to create a username and your email. You will send you a code. We'll send you an email. From the email, you verify your account and get into the dashboard. Voila. We don't need too many things. And wherever you are in the world, just buy Bitcoin from wherever you are and send that Bitcoin through our platform, the recipient cash. So if you're in New York, for example, and you want to send money to somebody in Lagos, maybe you want to send $100 to me, instead of going to Western Union and filling all those forms, all you have to do is look at Bot Me Cash, get your Bitcoin maybe from Cash App or from any on Bot Me Cash. The person receives Naira here if they want to receive Naira. And if they want to move the Bitcoin elsewhere, they can move it elsewhere. It's as easy as ABC. The hard part of it is at the back end. The front end is so easy. It's like, come here right now, take money from anywhere in the world, as long as it's Bitcoin. But guess what? Because we don't have IMTO, which is International Money Transfer Operator License, you cannot add your card yet, which is why we're here. We're open to a partnership. Like, you can't use your Santander Bank, Capital One Bank, Wells Fargo, or BOA. You can attach your account like you can do on Coinbase and the rest of them. You cannot just add that yet. But once we are able to get an international money transfer operator license, we can be in bed real quick with Visa or MasterCard, and people can just buy Bitcoin by attaching their card to Bot Me Cash.
Are you working on that now?
VD, I am working on that every day. I want to give the biggest bank in Nigeria a competition for their right. The good thing is this is a way of life for me. If I open my bank account for you, I have nothing in a bank account. But if I open my Bitcoin wallet,
you're right.
That's right. That's good.
Sorry, but just on that, ABC is all right? But how are you making sure that you sort of understand your customers, your AML, your KYC? How are you protecting your people?
Before the unfriendly love letter by CBN on the 5th of February that disconnected us from the banks and the payment processor, we used to use BVN, which is the bank verification number, and fingers as a Nigerian if you're signing up to the platform, right? But now that's a way of protecting the platform from funny and shady users. But now we don't do that no more because we want anybody from all over the world to be able to sign up. So we took out the BVN, and we don't want to be at the beck and call of oh my God. So some people are upstairs. Oh my God, I'm on live TV. Can you lower the music upstairs, please? I'm sorry, all my viewers. So you don't want a situation, I'm sorry. So you don't want a situation whereby somebody in a Nigerian in South Africa or a Nigerian in Australia cannot sign up to Botany Cash because they've not been in Nigeria for so long and they have not done their bank verification, whatever processing. So now you sign up to Botany Cash, you can use other government ID. Maybe it's your international passport, maybe it is your driver's license. You know, the beautiful thing is our technology is built on blockchain directly. So although we're trying to partner with another major African blockchain platform now, I'll keep the name for now. So we can tweak to fit our users. Once our users say this is what they want, we quickly tweak. We do everything in-house. We're all the developers, everybody from BE to FE to QA, they all work here in Nigeria, although some now work from home. So we tweak the platform to fit whatever it is people are suffering from the bank right now. Very soon, Botany Cash will start offering services like Bitcoin for cash loan. So you have Bitcoin, Bitcoin backs your loan. You don't need any other assets. You don't need any other collateral. That's going to start happening very soon. You can save for a goal. We used to have something called the Bitcoin Savers promo. So you buy Bitcoin and you get 25% off Botany Cash gain. So Botany Cash share 25% of their profit with you. Yeah. So we just tweak so many things. People are so excited because they're tired of the banking system. Like me, myself, I built a diaspora banking application for one of the biggest banks in Africa. And I know the charges of these banks. I know they take stamp duty, VAT, account maintenance fee. They send you SMS, happy birthday. Oh, today the sun is shining, tomorrow it is raining. And it's crazy. And inflation every day is mad. Bitcoin on blockchain is money that breathes on a trustless technology. And with what we have on Botany Cash and what we intend to do is to make it seamless. Whatever it is you think about your finances, you want money that breathes, money that gives you, what should I call it? What's it called? When your energy pumps. Help me, Jay.
It calls Ulu. That's what I mean. That's you. Energy in every single way.
Energetic money. That's Bitcoin. And on a platform whereby you don't have to think that somebody's stealing your money or something happened. Your transactions are visible. Just in 5 years, Botany Cash is going to be buying up banks. That's what I believe. With the help of the right sponsors, the right supporters, the right investors, the right customers. We're already here. We're verifiable. Our address is everywhere. The bank CEOs, many of them are not accessible. I'm accessible. I can walk around everywhere. This is a full building. Everybody in my neighbors, they know me. I train kids on Bitcoin and blockchain too. On Children's Day, 2021, we had Bitcoin and blockchain, the first of its kind in the Federal Republic of Nigeria for kids. And some kids in the area, when I walk past, I'll share the video with you. Maybe I can share it in the comment section for the viewers, or later I can just post it so the viewers can go find it. The children just look at me and say, Uncle Bitcoin, I want Bitcoin. I don't want Naira. It's crazy. That's what is already happening now. And that's what Botany Cash is preaching. We're preaching hyper-cryptonization, decentralized finance in the fullest.
No, I'm sure there are some regulatory people out there in Nigeria who's saying, listen, we've not approved this yet. This is not in our statutory form. We're going to crack down on you. What is your view on that?
You know, in financial technology in general, Nigeria is playing at a very, very high level. And the tech ecosystem have very smart people. And I mean, the world is underestimating Nigeria right now. You know, if a Nigerian in the tech ecosystem, the honest sincerity of purpose Nigerian sends you a message for potential investment, look into that business and try to see what you can make of it. We know what the regulators are doing. It's in as much as they're trying to protect the space, there's been a little bit of conflict between SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, and the CBN. But now I think they're coming together. But isn't it an hypocrisy that the Central Bank of Nigeria at some point stopped the banks and the payment processing companies from doing business with the crypto exchanges, maybe because of liquidity purpose? They see that money is moving from one place to a platform that they're now regulating. But then you go out and quickly you want to launch the central bank digital currency for Nigeria called Naira on the blockchain. Oh my God. So you were like, hey, you guys, leave this house, stop partying here, go and stay outside. Then you come into the house and say, oh, I love this place, I want to have a party. Come and party with me, it's my party. So that's what they've just done. So the Central Bank of Nigeria is launching a digital naira, Jason, e-naira. It's built on the blockchain. They hired a foreign company, Bit Inc. Awesome to that company, East Caribbean. But guess what? They undermine the entire terrain. So I'm a blockchain business owner here. I know lots of blockchain developers. The ecosystem itself wants regulation. We want the central bank to call us. We want SEC to say, come guys, teach us how this works. We see a lot of money move around. How can the government benefit from this? Because before now, Botnet Cash was paying tax to the government via some services on our platform. Because on Botnet Cash, months ago, before February, when CBN sent the letter, you can pay your FIRS, which is Federal Inland Revenue Service tax, or LIRS, which is Lagos Inland Revenue Tax. You can buy jam from, you can pay for multiple government services, electricity, with Bitcoin on Botnet Cash. But then the money gets remitted in fiat, naira, to those companies. So government is already making money from Botnet Cash and several other companies that have multiple innovation like that, but they are blind to it. I went on national TV when the ban happened. I'm like, you're trying to stifle this ecosystem. This is an ecosystem that can boost your foreign exchange inflow into the country. You bail out the banks. You don't ever bail us out. You don't even know what we are doing. And now you don't believe in us. You hire a foreign company to come build your digital naira, your sovereign money, opportunity to de-dollarize. You don't care. You just feel like a foreign company can do that. And now there are companies here, $1 billion in revenue monthly. I'm telling you, blockchain and crypto companies are sponsoring the biggest events in Nigeria right now. The biggest events, $2 million, $3 million. Botnet Cash is 1 year and 2 months old. The companies that are 4 years, 5 years old in this ecosystem, Nigerian-owned companies, are doing very, very well. I'm telling you, the banks are panicking. All the influencers are running to them. And now you want to launch the digital naira October 1st. When you launch this digital naira, what type of currency are you launching? A stable coin or a token? You're not telling the country. You're not telling anybody. Sensitization is low. Information is very low. Hopefully, it's going to work. I hope that don't drive people back to Bitcoin. But we would support them. It's our sovereign money. As for us, we will keep advising people to do business around the blockchain, the real blockchain.
Love it. I have a... Oh, go ahead, Betty.
No, I'm fine. I really like it. I think that's a perfect explanation of how it's going to work. And, you know, Jason, we'll probably have to have him back, right, after the 1st of October, because we want to see when that collision happens, what happens, what that looks like.
I think that's a good idea. You want to come back, Lami?
Jason, I would love to come back. You know what? It's going to be very interesting because you know, when it's like water. This is a telephone, right? This is a telephone. I call it a trap phone. So if you try to block water coming to this phone, right? What happens to water? Water passes by the side. It finds its way, right? You can't really block water. That's what the technology ecosystem in Nigeria is. We are used to people pushing us to the wall. We don't come back and fight back. We just break the wall and find a solution. You know, the leaders are already messing us up. Great country, Nigeria. You see issues about fraud here and there. We just have terrible leaders, but we have great people. This is a great nation that should be as great as the United States of America. I am telling you, I know my country very well. Yes, we have bad eggs, but look, this digital currency e-naira that the central bank is about to launch, the tech guys in the fintech space, in the blockchain crypto space, are already thinking of how to create platforms that will make the interoperability of that currency easy with ours. And many of these banks don't even have blockchain strategy. So many of us will still be hired to build blockchain services, infrastructures, or strategy for these banks. And then tokenization of multiple assets will spring up, because I've been able to see more like the white paper of the CBN, that's what I'm going to call it. And there is an opportunity to create stable coin for the banks. So already the space has been regulated without you pronouncing it. The fact that you're launching an e-naira and there will be an opportunity for financial institutions to issue stable coin, you have regulated the system. And I have valid information that a top financial institution is doing something great with some top Nigerians. And we are somehow, not necessarily at the back door, on the sideline around them. They're coming up with something massive. So the CBDC, hopefully, the central bank know what they're doing. But I still think the best way the CBDC can succeed is, obviously you will force it on Nigerians, but you have to call the people in the ecosystem together, because we have access to so many other tokens that are bigger than the CBDC. Ghana will launch a CBDC. South Africa will launch a CBDC. Zambia will launch. Tanzania will launch. USA, China, everybody will launch CBDC. So it's going to be a competition between the CBDCs of CBDCs. So you're not going to be able to stop me from using the CBDC of the United States of America. If I see that it's better for me, it's on the blockchain anyway. Blockchain is freedom technology, so you can't box me. So you're trying to box me on a freedom-free technology for all, my brother. I'll do you like water. I'll just find my way around. So I feel after the 1st of October, many ideas will start coming up. We want regulation. We want the government to come in, SEC, CBN, to call us in. Don't sideline. Don't hide anything. You need this country to come out of this poverty era that we are in. Only a few people can survive $2 a day. It's crazy. It's terrible. To buy $1 in Nigeria now, you need about 530 naira. 1, 2, 3, 530.
Yeah, something needs to be done, especially, I mean, you discussed people, you discussed the technology, but if you look at the resources that Nigeria have, the actual resources underground as well, and the potential of the young people in terms of manufacturing businesses, of how competitive it could be to trade, that's, you know, you need to be able to open trade for that to happen. And you need to be able to open trade, you need to have a currency in how you operate. And that is, I think, like what you guys are fighting for, what we hoping to open. But of course, Jason is going to say, well, unfortunately, our time is up. However, if you'd like to take a few minutes and close off, give us the final points that you want to leave our viewers with, that would be fantastic.
So while I'm going to give the final point, I'm going to respond to Graham Gilmore's question. How do I cash out in Lagos? So is that a question I can answer real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was going to ask you is, hey, we've got a question. So we're trying something new. So we've done this show on Zoom forever. And we're switching over to StreamYard. So shout out to StreamYard for a great platform. So now we're live on more platforms, and now it's easier for us to engage with our audience. So we have a question from Graham Gilmore, who says, how do I cash out in Lagos? Lami, I'd love if you could answer that question for Graham. And then, yes, I'd love to hear your final thoughts. We've got about 3 minutes. So let's try to do that.
Okay, Gilmore, this is your question, right? I know. It's easy. Lagos is the best place to cash Bitcoin out right now. The liquidity for Bitcoin is high in Lagos. You have Bitcoin, any amount. It's either you use P2P, you use OTC, or you cash out on the exchange. Now, it depends on the volume you're trading. So you want to do maybe from like $10 to, I can advise you, maybe like $20,000, $30,000. You can use the exchanges. It depends on the exchange that you trust for liquidity purposes. Like one Botme Cash right now, I know people convert Bitcoin to cash to that extent. But you want to cash out, say you have Bitcoin of $1 million and you're trying to convert to cash, that has to be done over the counter. So we call it OTC. So you want a situation whereby it's going to be peer-to-peer. The Botme Cash liaises with the liquidity provider in decentralized finance. That's like the thing that happened around yield farming. So there's a liquidity provider. We usually have a partnership with a liquidity platform or a liquidity pool. So you just, okay, this is $1 million cash. This is Bitcoin. You bring your Bitcoin, we give you the $1 million cash. And it happens swiftly. In Nigeria, we convert money in the middle of the night. We convert money in the club. We convert money on Sunday in the mosque. It's so interesting. The ecosystem is still very small. The adoption rate is high in the eyes of the people over there. But I tell you, less than 15 to 20 million Nigerians even are into Bitcoin, even have wallets. I'm not sure. I don't have the accurate data. But I can tell you, we have 206 million Nigerians. So if you want to do anything around Bitcoin in Nigeria, find verifiable people. I'll say this. Nigeria is going to adopt Bitcoin so much. It's going to adopt blockchain. There will be blockchain ideas everywhere in agriculture, in health. The fact that crypto tokens will be up, CBDC will push people to create tokens because people want to liquidate or would want to move their money around, and they wouldn't want the surveillance of the CBDC. This is obvious. We want freedom, and you don't want a situation whereby people can just target you and pin down your money. So tokenization is going to be big in Nigeria. And what else? Bitcoin is going to be bigger than what it is, and very soon you will be shocked when you will start seeing on national billboards everywhere, Bitcoin in Nigeria. There are about already 5 Bitcoin ATMs here in Lagos. We are planning on innovating ours. People are using Bitcoin cards in Nigeria as we speak. BotMeCash is about the top 10 or top 15 companies that are doing well. And we are just 1 year old. The banks are very scared of us. I don't know why. I think they're supposed to be our friend, help us grow. So we are here. We're saying to the world, partners out there, if you think you have something you want to support us, amidst the volatility, amidst the bad government policy pronouncements, I tell you, Bitcoin already gives us freedom. So we are thriving amidst. I mean, they don't want to regulate us yet. They're trying to. I know regulation will come very fast, but people are doing business every day. Legal businesses, Nigerian businesses are registering in Estonia, in the US, everywhere, even in El Salvador now as I'm speaking to you. So don't be scared. Don't be scared of scam. We are verifiable. If you want to do something with us, Jason VD, you want to throw me some check, holla at us. Lots of money to make in Nigeria. The numbers are very, very high, and it is in its nascent stage. So you can tap in now. By 2025, it's going to be something else. All the fintech companies you hear about, Paystack, Flutterwave, is just the beginning. I'm telling you, it's the beginning. The crypto companies will fly like jets in the sky, and BotMeCash is going to be one of them. And I hope you will all be with us on that journey.
100%.
I want to say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Anytime, any day, we're in this, we're open. I am the CEO of my family, and are here. There are 12 of them, loving, smart people. I'm not as smart as anyone on BotMeCash. They're smarter than me. I'm just the visionary. And you can see I braid my hair. I don't ever knot tie, but we give them services that those guys that knot tie do.
I love it.
Love it.
We'll definitely have you back, and I love Vinny's idea of doing it after October 1st, so we can. Hopefully there's some drama we can engage in. This should be fun, right?
Yeah, drama. Oh yeah,
I love it.
like
I love it. Okay, awesome, Lami. Thank you so much for being here. This was awesome. I love your energy. I know that our audience enjoyed hearing from you as well. And guys, go check them out. BotMeCash. Go check them out. Connect with them. Connect with this guy. And yeah, let's do this again. Until next time. Yeah.
One tribe.
One tribe.
I appreciate you guys so much. I just took a screenshot of us so I can put it on my display picture after now and say VD and Jason, they tried to grill me, but I think I entertained them.
I was entertaining.
You entertained us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Until next time. Thank you, everyone.
Do business
Have a
with us.
good one.
Do business with us. Come here anytime. We love you.
All right.